Wow, what a clear night it is in Albion. You can see so many stars.
They must turn off that clock tower light.
I can see the Big Dipper, but I can't find the Little Dipper.
We'll see those two stars at the end of the Big Dipper's bowl.
Oh, yeah?
Their names are Marek and Bay, and they're nicknamed the Pointer Stars because they point to Polaris, also known as the North Star.
How does this help me find the Little Dipper?
Well, Polaris is the start of the handle of the Little Dipper. See how easy that is to find?
That's a good tip to know. I'm glad your astronomy class is paying off.
Another interesting fact about the Big and Little Dipper is that they are always visible in the northern hemisphere during the night sky. That's because of circumpolar asterism.
In layman's terms?
They're always in the night sky. They never go below the horizon. So that's why people, for thousands of years, have been using them to travel.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. I vaguely remember hearing a teacher once tell me that they look like two bears in the night sky. However, I don't see it.
Well, you have to have a bit of imagination. It's like when you stare long enough at a cloud and then you start to see forms and shapes. Your teacher was right. The Big Dipper and the Little Dipper are most famous for making up the constellations Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. These names translate from Latin meaning larger bear and smaller bear.
Okay, I guess I see it now, but bears don't have tails.
Well, the tale of Ursa Major and Ursa Minor comes from Greek mythology. We all know Zeus was a bit of a player back in the day. One afternoon, he spotted a beautiful woman laying down to rest after a long day of hunting. Her name was Callisto, and her beauty immediately struck Zeus.
Let me guess. Zeus seduced her and Hera got jealous?
Yep, Hera knew something was going on with Zeus and Callisto. She became extremely jealous after finding out that Zeus fathered a child, Arcus, with Callisto. To punish her, Hera turned Callisto into a bear so she would no longer be beautiful and be able to see her son.
That's terrible.
I know! Callisto went on to live her life in the forest while her son was adopted and grew up to be a hunter. One day Callisto saw Arcus in the forest and was so excited that she rushed towards him, forgetting she was a bear. Just like any normal person, Arcus thought the bear was going to attack him, so he shot an arrow at it. Zeus saw this after unfolding before him and stopped the arrow. To save them both from further damage by Hera, he turned Arcus into a bear also.
This doesn't explain why the bears in the night sky have long tails, though.
I'm getting to that. Zeus then grabbed both Callisto and Arcus by their tails and swung them into the heavens so that they could live together, peaceful among the stars. The strength of the throw is what caused their short tails to become elongated.
That's a good story.
I'm not done yet. Hera was still pissed. She went to the gods of the sea and forbade to let the bears wade in the waters on their long journey around the pole star. So Callisto and Arcus were cursed to circle the skies forever, never dipping below the horizon for a bath or drink.
Wow, that's really interesting. Now I'll never forget why they are circumpolar constellations. However, I still don't see how they look like bears.
Yeah, different people see different things.
I feel like they look like large ladles or spoons.
It actually reminds me of another story. Back in high school, we're talking about the Civil War, and apparently the Big Dipper was very important for slaves during the Underground Railroad.
How can an asterism be so important? It doesn't actually do anything.
Remember when I told you about the pointer stars and the Big Dipper and how they pointed to Polaris?
Yes?
Well, the slaves nicknamed the Big Dipper the drinking gourd because it resembled a drinking gourd, which was used at that time to dip and serve water. Slaves would sing the coded folk song, Follow the Drinking Gourd, and it would give them directions on how to escape from the south to the north. They would always know which star was the North Star by following the drinking gourd to it.
Hold on, I actually have that song on my iPod.
Really?
Hold on, it's somewhere down here. Oh.
The little river, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking
Cool, huh?
gourd.
Yeah, wow, you seem to really know a lot about the night sky, and I'm so surprised you had that song on your phone.
Well, I'm a weird guy. But I know a lot about the night sky because I took Dr. Z's astronomy class.
Oh, wow.
Do you have
any other good stories?
I think I have one more.
Okay.
In the times of the Neolithic Near East, which is the area we all know today as the Middle East, people associated the Big Dipper asterism with funeral procession.
Why is that? I don't see it.
Well, the Big Dipper's slow movement around the pole is said to represent a slow and peaceful funeral procession. As legend has it, the four stars that make up the Big Dipper's bowl represent a bier, or coffin. The three handle stars represent people following the coffin and mourning. In some legends, the middle star, which is actually two stars, Mizar and Alcor, represent the daughter of the son of Al-Nash.
Who was Al-Nash?
I'm not sure who he was, but legend has it he was a warrior who was murdered by Al-Jahid, who is represented by the pole star Polaris.
Wow, that's so interesting. I can't believe how many different stories there are for the same asterisms.
The whole sky is full of stories.